Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Okay, 1 second. Wait, why is chat disappeared? Hold up. Oh, never mind. Okay. Lol. Alright, so, how's everybody doing today? First of all, I just want to let you know I just added 2 copy pastas. So, first one, trying this one out. Let's see. I haven't tried them yet, but okay. So that was the first one, and then that one was actually given to me by Zamon. As you know, the Ansi Crusader. Okay, and then we have this one. So I don't know how this one will work, but oh, there we go. Oh, it's so slow though. That's amazing. Okay. Alright, so, how's everybody doing? Not Zesty Salsa, hello. Mr. Keeps. PC Load Letter. Hold on, I think I'm missing some people. Hold on. Devness. Trinity. Who else is here? Visionaire. Champalan. Crippled. Drifting Bunnies. Bug Whisper. Pennawater. Am I missing anyone? Eamsbird. I think. And Boop Beep Bep. Hey. Beatlocks.
Oh, yeah.
And Tally, hey, how's it going? With the quadruple 3 bits. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. How's it going, my friend? Oh my god, the whole chat is just... Hold on, I think my microphone's peaking again. Oh, I hate this microphone. It keeps resetting. Hold on. Let me change that. I'm sorry for the ear rape. Let me change that right now. Oh my god, not responding? What in the world? My sound settings not responding. What the fuck? What is happening? Wait, it shouldn't be peaking, right? Hold on, let me reduce it a little more. Do I sound fine? Let's see. Properties, yes. And I should turn off the AC. The AC is a bit annoying, huh? Hopefully it won't get too hot. Cause it's been real warm. NGP, hey. Alright, so the intro music just now was Matt Corby. Here's the link to it. So unfortunately this specific version of performance isn't available on Spotify. But yes, he's got a beautiful voice. It's incredible. And so as some of you might know, you know, before I did keyboards and all that stuff, I used to sing quite a lot. And so sometimes I still think, you know, man, you know, I should pursue it as, you know, at least like a part-time gig, or, you know, just as a more serious hobby. And I listen to people like that and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna bring out my soldering gear and other stuff, you know, like I'll stick to doing that crap. Never mind. People like that are not inspiring. They just downright just make you feel bad about yourself. Okay, let's see. PC Look Letter says he's in Detroit interviewing students for internship positions. When are you gonna come to Dallas to interview students? Please. Okay, let's see. New TX board design. I think it's horrible. I will be honest. And I said it as someone who has really enjoyed a lot of TX boards. I think that out of all the major brands, him and Duck. Actually, I would give him and Duck. You know, most consistent group buy runners and board makers. But yeah, his new stuff, I have no idea what's going on. Those LED diffusers, what the actual fuck is happening? What is going on? So bad. Okay, so if there's any other copy pastas, let me know. I'll try to add them. Maybe I'll add them today. Wireless mouse with wire. Oh, well, this one is because of some weird bug with, and I haven't had time to fix it. So basically, the wireless receiver is kind of messed up now after a firmware upgrade. And so I just haven't had time to deal with contacting Logitech or trying to fix the wireless receiver. So I'm just plugging it in for now. That works. Let's see. Gideon, how's it going? TX has left the chat. NASA ISO enter. Chewy, hey. How's the move? Are you finally settled in yet? Okay, so what was it? I go to Dallas. They sent me conference for hiring it. You absolutely should. I mean, there's not a whole lot that goes on around here, but I know some okay places to go eat at. Just go back to you on my TX. Shachi, aren't you glad you're 108 SE? Yeah. So real quick about the stream today. I actually had a couple of builds that were lined up, but both of them got delayed. Mira is getting delayed because at first we're just gonna go ahead and build it with lubed, retooled black switches and stuff. But then I decided it's the same guy that owns the GHV2, so I shipped that back. But unfortunately, he's out of town. So at first the plan was he would get it, try it out, and then let me know whether or not he likes the, that specific lube combo and the spring combo and all that. So I didn't want him to have two builds that are really similar, and then it's like, oh, whoops, I actually don't really like this, So I wanted to, so I shipped it out, and then I wanted to hear back from him before I start, taking apart the retooled blacks, lubing them, spring swapping them, and all that. And so, but he's out of town for a week or two. And so I have to wait on that. And then actually no, I had two builds lined up. And then I was supposed to work on either the LZ Ergo or the UK78. But then I spoke to the guy about the LZ Ergo. He's just gonna sell it. I have it. I think I showed it on stream before. It's the one in GMP terminal. So that one I'm not gonna be working on that one anymore. Because he decided he actually came by and saw the Matrix Able Plus, and then he's like, you know what? I don't really need the LZ Ergo. He's like, I should just sell it and then try to look for an Able Plus because he just really liked. I swear to God, man, everyone who's been here and has seen the Matrix Able Plus just instantly just convinced, like, yes, that is the TKL I want to get. It just looks so good. And then I was supposed to work on the UK78, which I'll show you right now. So I was supposed to just rebuild this, but then. What was it that happened? Oh, switches. We didn't come to a conclusion on what switches to swap to. So build also delayed, unfortunately. But I will have to desolder this anyway, so I might just do that tonight. I might just end up just having a whole stream of desoldering, sadly. And I'm gonna take apart the Atrius as well. I'm thinking of giving it away, maybe, or I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how many people actually want it though, because if a lot of people don't even really care for the Atrius, then I should just sell it and then use the money to buy other things to give away, right? Cause yeah, I don't know who would actually, not a lot of people would want, especially people watching this stream. We're not an ortho stream or whatever. Let's see. Dallas is purging. Apartment went up in flames. Hour later, there's an active. Wait, which apartment? Your apartment? Active shooter in Frisco. Oh, I have no idea. I've just been out of it all the past week. I've been too busy with school. Let's see. Oh, and I have a few things to say about school as well. Oh man. Oh shit, that's too bright. Is this way too dark? I can't decide. I think this is. Okay. Is slime important to you? Wait, what the hell? Hey, Evan User, how's it going? Good to see you here. Shame about the new TX. I love the layout on 75%, but the LED windows. Yeah, the LED cutouts are so bad. So bad. Purple, how's it going? Hey, Purple, if you're free this weekend, maybe we should go grab some food. If you're free. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to unbox something first. There we go. So, I'm not completely sure what this is. It's supposed to be some old boards or something that I might be harvesting switches from. So, yeah, when it arrived, I had no idea. The guy didn't tell me what it. Didn't tell me he was sending me something. I was like, what the hell did I just receive? Ooh, I guess not. Okay, damn. You'll have to settle for the MK2? Oh, come on. It's not settling. Alright. So, find out what this is. Do you ever get tired of unboxing stuff? Unboxing, not really. Unboxing is always fun. Now, desoldering stuff, shipping stuff, that is annoying. You know, receiving stuff is fine. Shipping things out, it's kind of annoying. Do tomorrow if you're free. All right, sure, yeah. I have to calibrate my monitor too so that I can edit some pictures. I haven't done that. I was supposed to do that. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, tomorrow if you're free. I'm free. Okay, so let's see. I think maybe it's all three gonna be the same thing. Maybe. Nice to get to see and get a feeling. Oh yeah, every user too. Absolutely. I think the one sad part about that though is you know, it's not really a sad part, but it's more good than bad. But the thing about unboxing all these keyboards and building them is that it makes me not want to join most group buys and interest checks. Like I just have no, you know, I'm not, because I get to see all these things and I get disappointed on behalf of other people. You know, it doesn't bother me, right? It shouldn't bother me. It's not my keyboard that I'm buying. It's not my thing I'm unboxing. It's not my money. But I feel personally disappointed. You know, I feel disappointed. And a lot of times it's funny how the guy that I'm building a keyboard for doesn't even really care for some of the things I am not okay with. You know? So they're fine and I'm just, oh, why? And I feel bad for them. Yeah, there've been somewhere I told them, hey, you know, this say there's a scratch or ding or something, or some major QC problem, and I'll tell them like, hey, this is not okay. You should contact, and they're like, oh, it's fine. I'm like, no, you should contact the vendor, and they do, and they're like, oh wow, thanks for telling me, you know, because like I didn't expect the replacement to be that easy. Holy shit, these are dirty as hell. Okay, so so I hope not all these are so dirty. Dude, check this shit out. That is filthy as hell. You see this shit here? Holy Jesus. God damn. This is what you call a true vintage board. Holy shit. So, what I have to do is, I'm gonna have to clean this outside real quick. But yeah, damn. This is insane how dirty it is. Yeah, so this was shipped directly from the seller. Okay, so give me a few seconds. I'm gonna clean this one. Gonna air it out at least, and then we'll open the other two. And let's hope the other two aren't as bad. You know what? That reminds me. I need to restock on Clorox wipes. Yeah, that would be very helpful for this. Man, I wonder how dirty these switches are. God damn. Alright, let's open the other two. Maybe they're worn in, but yeah, that is filthy. Sometimes it doesn't have a scratch or thing, and you just have to test out the diffuser. Yes! Damn it! Okay. So I guess this is a great example of saving me a click or a buy. You know, I'm not gonna buy from that seller anymore. These. But we'll find out. Maybe the switches are amazing. Who knows? Maybe. There's like a 1% chance that switches might actually be really good. Yeah, because we were gonna use vintage blacks on the UK78. Now that I remember, but need a source for them because yeah, it's getting pretty difficult to find. Holy shit! This is even worse. Look at that. My god, I should probably open this outside. Holy hell. Oh, wow. Damn, son. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna put this outside. I'm not gonna open this up in my my office. This reminds me of, you know when I worked on the LG GHV2, I mentioned allergies of some sort before the stream started. I mentioned taking the keycaps off and then I felt really uncomfortable. So it turns out the owner does have a dog. And then he says it's probably something the dog picked up while the dog was out on a walk or something, you know, like just some allergen or some shit. Well, I hope this doesn't give me Ebola because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Can STDs transmit through keyboards? I think so, right? Tally, hey, thank you so much for more bits. The bits will help pay for my lung transplant. If you bring truffle butter, you might F on the first night. Oh man, I need to buy some more. I told you right, I ran out of the what's it called? The salted caramel truffle spread. Completely out. Need to buy more. But yeah, so I'm supposed to harvest switches from these boards. But right now, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully the guy didn't pay too much for this, because holy shit. This is insane. Rope, hey, how's it going? Obviously a vintage gamer Doritos board. Yes, if the Doritos are dirt flavored. Last week I found the original keyboard from our first keyboard as a kid. Super terrible switches, or tactile switches. Mitsumi miniature yellows. Damn. How old is that thing? I'd feel guilty mailing that. I know, right? You think you'd at least wipe off that like you saw there's just so much just shit, like what in the world? I'm assuming whoever shipped it definitely had gloves on. Definitely had gloves on. They need to ship these things with a warning. Oh my god. Okay, so this isn't as bad as the second one. It's funny how the first one was actually the cleanest one. And I thought it was disgusting, but the first one was the cleanest one. These are all... It's just insane because look at what the original color is supposed to be. This is what the color is supposed to be. I'm pretty sure. Wise boards. But look at what they turned into. That's incredible. But yeah, so this one is also really filthy. I'm just going to have to clean this off stream. I don't think I'll open these up tonight. I'll have to find a way to clean them and then, yeah. Well. Fun Explorer, how's it going? Can at least shake it. I know, right? It's incredible. It's really well packed. That's why it's hilarious that it's so dirty. Like, you know, it's nicely wrapped up and nice and tight, and then you open it up and oh my god. Even the bubble wrap is dirty. I had to go wash my hands, so now they're finally clean. Is there a way to wash my lungs though? The keyboard looks like something an old roommate would use. Yes. Just with more green beans and lentils and just use paper towels to clean. Yeah, so that's really nasty. I'm hoping the switches aren't too horribly affected. You know what? I still have one left inside here in my room. I'm just going to put it outside too. I'm going to put it on my balcony first. Because yeah, I do not want whatever these things are emitting. The thing is though, I don't mind harvesting switches as much because you don't have to if it's a rebuild, it's a bit more annoying, especially if it's an RGB board, like say a Ducky RGB board or a Razer or a Logitech or whatever. Those are my least favorite things to desolder, because if you fuck anything up, there's no resources for you to figure out what went wrong, how to fix it. Because if it's something like a DZ60, holy shit. Oh. You know what? I'm going to have to turn a fan on and just blow all the air out. Because holy crap, this is bad. Okay, so with stuff like Corsairs and all that, no, with DD60s, if something goes wrong, you know, it's a pretty simple PCB. You can try to hand wire it, or you can figure out, okay, this diode went bad, or this resistor, or whatever. You know, it's pretty straightforward, comparatively. Whereas if it's a Corsair board, you know, suddenly one whole row of switches is not lighting up or some shit, you shit out of luck, because there's not going to be, you know, you can't even Google how to fix that because almost no one's going to run into a problem. So you just have no idea. And then it actually happened to me on a CM Master Keys Pro S. It's one of the last things I ever rebuilt. One of the last pre-built boards that I desoldered because what happened was, you know, until today, I swear to God, I did nothing wrong with the desoldering. I checked, no traces were lifted, no pads were lifted. Everything is clean, all the diodes look nice, but for some reason, one row just didn't input the right characters, like they were inputting multiple letters. And yeah, I had to buy another one to replace it. And so in the end, I lost money from that project. And so, never again. Yeah, and most of the time, their PCBs are not very well made. You know, it's so complex and it's usually pretty shittily made. So things can go horribly wrong really fast. Yeah, but with these Wise boards that you're just harvesting switches from, the people, you know, they don't care about the PCB. They just want the switches. So you can just go ham with your desoldering gun. Nobody cares. FD Soul, hey, how's it going? From San Diego. Very nice. I've actually never been to San Diego. When I was in LA, I didn't end up leaving LA at all, I think. If you press a key anywhere other than dead center, the key will bind. Oh, the old keyboard? Keyboard was for a 386 computer. I think the oldest board I've worked with was the IBM 5140 or something like that. It was IBM's first laptop. I had to harvest, what's it called? SKCM brownouts. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the atria section. This is something that I've been wanting to desolder for a while now. Man, my nose is not enjoying it. E7V1 is probably one of the nicer 75% right now. Good layout. Yeah, I mean, that's basically the cock layout, right? With one less key. And as I suspected, you know, well, I got to see it in person. And yeah, it looks beautiful in person, as in the layout. I'm still not a fan of, you know, the seams and everything. But the layout itself, absolutely beautiful. And so, I think it looks a little nicer than the Xeno. I also like it more than the new TX75. I find the outrage over Mass Drop Recap hilarious. Ooh, Mass Drop Recap. Yes. I didn't even know what date it was. I was too busy. And then it happened, and then people got upset. And I was like, oh, it happened already. I had no idea. FT Soul says, following you from your YouTube videos. Great content. Well, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. I hope we get to see you here more often. Especially since you're in San Diego, so you know it's a pretty okay time for you. Because you're 2 hours behind. Not Zesty Salsa says I almost had Serica. It was in my cart, but the page froze and I couldn't check out. Oh no! And Tally with more bits. Thank you so much. Does this bring you up to #1? For sure. I mean, you already #1, but let me check the goddamn Streamlabs still. doesn't have. Hold on. Let's see. Cause for those of you who don't know, Talisman Solutions got cheated out of some of his bits. Not really cheated, but Streamlabs basically only tracks chat for bits. Oh, close. Yes. So it should after today. But yeah, so Streamlabs. So I think it was on one stream where I didn't have Streamlabs logged in, or it logged me out or something. So there's no way for the streamer to manually update the count as well. So Twitch will always have the numbers right. So far and ahead number one now. But yeah, thanks again, Talisman Solutions. Really appreciate it. For USA, it was 6 in the morning. Also, mail always delayed. Get notification mail like 5 to 30 minutes after it starts. Oh, is this about a recap? Yeah. 6 a.m. is annoying. I mean, I usually am still up at 6 a.m. So I guess it would have been okay for me. Maybe. It's just annoying that it's 6 a.m. on a weekday. You know, that's the fucked up part. If it's 6 a.m. on like a weekend, you know, I'm like, either I'll stay up or I'll wake up early and then do the recap and go back to bed. But no, they put it on a fucking weekday. And yeah. Works great for bots though. You can buy 3 kits. People just buy 3 times Serica and 3 times Space Cadet. Man, I completely missed that. Should have bought some Serica. I just lost the screw. Yeah, so did anyone even get anything from recap? Because I didn't. $180 for Serica Space Bar kit. That's awesome. Okay, so Atreus. Man, the Atreus. I know it doesn't receive as much love anymore, but back when it was first shown off, dude, it was revolutionary at the time. Back when, you know, most custom boards were just acrylic pieces stacked. Okay, so the cable is just in here. Micro USB on the inside. So I could have just swapped the cable out for literally anything. I should keep that in mind. I wonder if I should try to make it work, you know? Should I just keep it and just hold on to it, or should I just get rid of it? The thing is, I never use it though, so doesn't matter. Eansbird says, managed to get most of the Space Cadet kits I wanted, minus Kovrak. Hey, you got a good deal. Have you used 2 got Serica, very nice. Just 1, or did you get 3? Looks flexible. Oh no. See, I really wanted to like this board. It's a shame that I couldn't actually use it well. I think there should be a way to... Hold on. Is there a way? Nope. I need another layer. Damn it. Yeah, because it would be nice if you could make it true high profile. Just need another piece. But yeah, I really wanted to like this board. To me, I still think this is the nicest looking ergo board and or ortholinear board. I still think the Atrius just looks beautiful. Just super nice. It's why it's the only one that I have. It's why this is the only one that I own. Let's put these things aside. 14 by 71, how's it going? So I feel about my own Atrius, shaking my head. When I use it, I end up loving it, but the problem is I never use it enough in favor of my Ergodox or Taupe. I know, right? That's the thing. Like I said, you know, I still think... I don't think there's been any Ergo boards that's come out that looks nicer than this one. I still think it looks the best. The symmetry is just... Ooh. You want more wooden boards? Actually, I do. I want a wooden 75% board. You know what would be really nice if they made a... If someone... what I'm really hoping for is that the KB8X Mark II will be so popular that there'll be a lot of third-party group buys and stuff like that. Or just, you know, if people made alternate PCBs for it. Or maybe PCBs I don't really care as much. KD fans PCBs are really not bad, you know. I would say above average. If someone made alternate plates for it. The only thing I would change about the PCB is if they fix the space bar. If they made it south facing instead. Make a wooden 75. Oh yes. But what was I saying? KB8X Mark II. Yeah, so I'm hoping that it'll be so popular that people make additional stuff for it. So, you know, I know the designer wants a polycarbonate bottom option. Can you imagine if someone made a wood option for it? You know, I don't think KB fans will ever make one. Because it'll have to be another factory. They would have to find someone else to do the wood job. So I don't think they'll ever make it. But if someone else, you know, because it's pretty much it's going to be one of the easiest TKLs to get your hands on. And so if you can make a wood bottom, white top wood bottom, that's going to be super fucking nice. Did you make out with your classes? Oh. Yes, sort of. I got done with the presentation at least, and that's something that I want to talk about later. Oh man, oh, I'll have to bring it. I'll remind me later. I have to. One of my classmates. Holy shit. But okay, so let's take this thing apart. We're gonna desolder this. Holy shit, man! My nose from those old boards. My god. Okay, and then I had the mirror that I was going to desolder, and then UK78 as well. Let's work on this one first. How well do you think SA laser will do? I mean, it'll sell. It's laser. It's something from Mito. It'll sell. It will sell. Let's see. Cock with top wood and bottom PC. Hey, that would be cool. There is something in the works. I don't know how early to show, but yeah, wood bottom board or wood top, whatever. I want a mix of materials is what I want. So maybe not full wood, you know, like metal and wood. If you could make boards with just, you know, imagine a wood bottom, but with a leather panel on the back, that would be super sick as well. Hey brother, hey, how's it going? What was the nice TKI you were mentioning earlier that everyone loves? Shuchi was yes, Matrix Able Plus is what it is. Daredevil, hey, how's it going? Wood and brass together, yes. Can you imagine? Yeah, brass top With wood bottom, or the other way around, wood top and brass bottom. Oh man, that would make for such a sick keyboard. But yeah, if someone were to make a nice wooden 75% case, I would be all up for it. I am. You know, like I think I showed. Did I ever show a picture of all the brown boards that I have? Did I ever do that? Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Wait. Why can't I find it? Where did I put that? Ah. Okay, see, look at this. Oh, is it gonna show up? Yes. Look at that. See, so we've got the Atrius with the. Obviously, it's not real wood. It's acrylic with a wood wrap. And then you've got the chocolate tofu, the wood mass drop board, the TX75 with a bronze bottom, so it's mostly a brown, I would say. I think it looks kind of gray on some shots, but see, it's actually a nice brown color. And then the Kauba wood 60% with the Scrabble keycaps. Yeah, I just look at that. That is a beautiful sight. Oh, I didn't realize I had that many brown boards until I put them all together. Oh man, I have 5. But yes. See? Oh man. Beautiful. See, this is called having a type and going for it. It's called commitment. Do you know how to enjoy PPT75? I do. It's over here actually. Just currently doesn't have anything in it. See, it's got all that subwoofer in there. Actually, I did want to swap it out. Maybe I'll do it tonight on stream since we're just doing random keyboard stuff. So actually, I might do that tonight. Because I don't like the way box whites sound on the KU75 V2 because of the acrylic sheet. When's the TX75 giveaway? Never! I still have no idea what to do with it. I don't know if I want to sell it or keep it because it's so unique. Okay, what do I need to do? I needed to... Also, thanks for the follow. Com Data. Atrius. Brooches, this is the Atrius. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to desolder it and sell it because I think it's better to just sell it that way, you know. Instead of having forcing someone to deal with the switches. Because it has switch top removal, but then some people just don't want to deal with that. So it's going to be easier to sell if I just completely desolder it. Man, and I can't tell you how many people think that this is my daily driver. I get so many comments on YouTube asking, hey, so you really like the Box Royals, right? You like it so much that you use it as a daily driver? I'm like, no, it is not my daily driver. You know, why do you think there's a fucking computer behind? Com Data, welcome to the stream. Wood case. Oh, but it's a 60%. I'm looking for a 75% because I already have 2 60% wood boards. Have these sold? Do you use a fume extractor? So I use a fan, a rather powerful fan actually, to just blow the air away, but I don't have a fume extractor. I have thought about making a DIY fume extractor. The reason why I did not end up buying an extractor is because most of the ones available are really loud and they all work, you know, and I'd have to put it somewhere here or something, and it'll be too close to the microphone and it'll be really loud. So I think the best way is to build my own, but I haven't gotten around to doing that. Yeah, because the way you do it if you're trying to build your own is you use a PC case fan. Type of finish, it's Cerakote. So hey, you know what? Actually, maybe with the new TX design, I can try to sell my TX75 for pretty okay price. Cause hey, you want the old design? Guess who has one? Does that Wood 75 case have to be built in? No. I don't want to build in wrist rest. Actually, this case, the reason why I don't use it very much at all is because of the stupid wrist rest thing. I actually really hate this thing. It looks cool, sounds like a good idea, but I just hate it. Cause the reason why wood wrist rests are bad also is just look at see these two parts. Because if you just rest your palms on here and just any kind of little bit of sweat or oils or whatever, it's gonna mess up the finish on it. So yeah, so these parts feel rougher and they look faded compared to this. And then these keyboards are like a mullet, business in front, party in the back. That's actually true of most of the keyboards I have to rebuild. The front, it looks fine, and then you open it up to desolder, and the soldering job is just holy fuck, it's terrible. Type finish, let's see. This makes a better sound. Were you talking about the wood recess? Or someone cut acrylic Alice with the correct shape? I really want those files for myself. Daredevil, hey. Absolutely, yeah. Cerakote, especially because I got to see Tyler's, not Tyler, Tyson. He's the guy who's been proxying boards with a local Cerakote shop. And so I got to see them in person. Definitely better than the shop that I went to. Cheaper as well. And so is it worth sending a board there? I absolutely think so. But if you're expecting like the like absolute perfect finish, then it's not that. It's not perfect. But definitely great for the price. Amazing for the price, I'd say. And I found out Tyson actually was the other person who made a JChan/Keyclack post asking for his money back. I had no idea until I went to see his profile. I'm like, oh my god, I've upvoted this guy before. Oh my god, I like this man. Yeah, I didn't know that until after I met him at the Dallas meetup, because he brought his boards to the Dallas meetup. You think there'd be an interest in people wanting their boards powder coated? I think absolutely. The problem is that most places are not going to do a perfect job because they don't have a vacuum chamber for it, because you need a dust-proof chamber to do a perfect job. I think powder coating, you can actually, if you go for a rough finish, you could avoid a lot of problems. Because you won't, if you do a crazy textured finish on your board, you can't tell if there's dust underneath the coat. But if you do Cerakoting where it's really thin and supposed to be very smooth, then if there's any dust trapped underneath, you can tell really easily. You dissecting butterflies? Yes. So yeah, so prepare your ears, fellas. Anyone knows people still making wood cases, please let me know. Eventually I really want to make a Wood 75. I know back then there was I can't remember his name, but then he stopped doing wood cases, so that kind of sucks.
Oh, yeah.
1 million with 250 bits. Thank you so much. Been a while since I could catch a stream. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. How was the soccer game, by the way? US versus Chile, right? Or there's someone else. Built my extractor from indoor gardening crap. 4-inch inline fan. Some vinyl ducting for less than 40 bucks. Hey, there you go. Yeah, I need to make one. Uncle is pretty much in charge at a powder coating place. Little industrial size applications. Yeah, that's the thing. The thing is, oh god. Well, give me 1 second. I leave the balcony door open for less than 10-15 minutes and there's already bugs flying in here. What was I saying? Powder coating, yes, industrial size. Yeah, see, all the good ones are industrial size and they do, you know, huge scales and huge projects. But the small hobbyist ones, they're not gonna be able to afford a nice dust-proof chamber and all that good QC. So, yeah, most of the time, if you just bring your board to get powder coated somewhere, it's just not gonna be perfect. And Cerakoted, same thing. Just think about how difficult it is to put on a tempered glass screen protector. How hard it is to get it to be completely dust free, and then so you know, on a phone it's difficult enough, and that's just a small rectangle, and it's a flat surface too. Can you imagine if you had to work with something 3D and way bigger? Uncle B, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. Fart machine, yes. Now Zesty Salsa said, I'm going to try and get something going. My uncle has a huge chamber and all that. He has a warehouse. Oh, very nice. Hey, if it ends up happening, please let me know, because I would get some of my stuff powder coated. Brown, of course. Someone called Uncle. But yes, Uncle B, thank you so much for being here and for the host. I really appreciate it. See, if you have a Hako desoldering gun, you're gonna need a drill as well. So you need to do a little bit of docking action. It's oddly sensual. And I will say, I wish more boards had USB setups like this, where the whole connector head is hidden. I know some people like customizing their their connectors and all that. I actually hate seeing them. I'd rather just have a cable stick right out. That would look much better. Gonna wait for this to cool down before I take it apart. Okay, let's see. Looking at chat again. Now Zesty Salsa says, I'll send you a link to his webpage and his work. I'd like your advice on some things, see if it would be possible after stream. Sure, yeah. Yes, yeah. PM me on Discord. Do you like to see the Cerakote up close? You mean on Tyson's board? Because yeah, like I said, if you're expecting perfection, unfortunately, it's at least from what I saw, it's not perfect. It's not as much. It definitely is better than, like I said, the Cerakote shop that I went to, but there was still some discoloration here and there. Not very obvious. Again, just most people won't care, honestly. I do, unfortunately, and so it kind of bothers me a bit. But for the price, and like I said, it's cheaper than the place I went to, so maybe I'll do it. If it is a two, I'm leaning towards selling the Atreus. But I have thought about rebuilding it with box whites or something, because, why the hell not? Do I need a desoldering gun or solder wick good enough? Depending on how often you desolder. And obviously a desoldering gun is the easiest, or just a desoldering vacuum, whatever. It's going to be the easiest way to do it. Solder wick, you actually have to practice, and you have to get good at it, and you need to buy good solder wick. You can't just use the cheap stuff. The cheap stuff sucks. Get this. If you're going to go with wicking, is this. Wicking is definitely the most versatile one, I'd say. Because you can do a lot of it. A lot of stuff you can desolder with good solder wick. Wonder if you can show us the texture. Okay, yeah. I can bring out the board after I get done with this. Remind me. After I get done with the Atreus, remind me to bring out the TX75 and I'll show it on stream. Yeah, tonight, like I said, because the two builds got delayed, so just kind of a do whatever stream. Engineer's solder sucker is pretty good for the price. Yeah, people who use that have good things to report about it. I've never used it personally. I went from shitty solder sucker, shitty wick to shitty solder sucker to the cam wick thing, and I just went for a desoldering gun. The 301 is so much better than the 300. The Hako. Is it time for another docking? Yes, it is. See, you can tell it's time to drill the tip when the drill bit won't even go in. See, it's only the tip. So Which animal is it that has a corkscrew dick? Is it a duck? What is it? I'm trying to remember which animal it is. Ducks, right? Okay. I knew you'd know the answer, Purple. God, that bug is bothering me so much. Is that it? I think that was it. I'm gonna clean it out one last time before I put it away. Did you ever try to fix your FI300? I've tried a lot of ways to try and fix it. I've tried cleaning it completely. I took it all apart. I swapped out the tips, I swapped the filters, I swapped a bunch of stuff, and nothing ever fixed it. No idea what went wrong. So I still have it sitting on the shelf. If anyone wants to try his hand at it, I'll sell it for cheap. $50 local, or 50, you know, instead of the $250 to $300 that it cost me. And I want it $50. You can figure out how to fix it. Maybe it's something simple that I missed, but I don't know. I've tried a bunch of ways. I spent more than $50 trying to fix it. I spent a lot of money trying to fix it, and then couldn't figure it out. No idea. I already have a cheaper one. See, yeah, as long as you have something already. I wish I had one of the industrial grade ones. The one where the vacuum is separate from the handle. Because, yeah, some of the good ones are like $800. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm not doing that. So yeah, so remind me to bring the TX75 out. Wait, new computer or sucker? Oh yeah, $800. The new RTX 2080, of course. Oh man. Speaking of computer and RTX 2080, Borderlands 3. Holy fucking Jesus. It's happening. People are speculating October 1st, 2019. Hopefully that's true. Or hey, if it's even earlier than that, even better. RTX off. Man, the only thing I'm not looking forward to for Borderlands 3 is it's most likely gonna be an Epic exclusive. All signs point towards it being on the Epic store. So that's the first, you know, sad part. Another you shut the fuck up, NGP. Another thing is I might have to upgrade my graphics card. So I really don't want to do that. I've been happy with my 1070. Really don't want to upgrade. Man, maybe it's time to stream some Borderlands 2 again. Yeah, I don't think I'll go back to playing Borderlands 2 after BL3 is out. For 1080 and if someone dropped me $600, a TI would be nice. Dude, I had the option to buy a 2080 Ti Kingpin for $450, and I said I'll think on it. Why? Although to be fair, it wasn't gonna end up happening anyway because at first it was God who was offering it to me because he pre-ordered a 2080 Ti, and then he actually canceled his pre-order after he saw the benchmarks. So he's still using his 1080 Ti. Cause yeah, prices all went back up after we saw benchmarks. Everyone's like, oh, hell no. See, if you have solder still stuck on the switch when you're desoldering, here's a tip. I know a lot of people have asked about this. So what they do is they just pour more solder and they try sucking it again. One thing you can do is if there's just a little remnant of solder left, just a little bit, you know, enough to hold the switch in, and if you try to yank it off, you're gonna rip the pad off. You have your switch puller here. Just heat up that one bit of solder. Assuming it's this pad that still has a bit of solder left. Or is it the top one? Assuming it's this one. So you heat it up and then pull. Yeah, this is way easier than trying to go back, solder, suck, and then there's still a little bit left. Solder again and then suck again. Purple, and it wasn't just $450 for a 1080 Ti, it was $450 for a Kingpin 1080 Ti. So pretty much the most expensive 1080 Ti you can get. So I need to wipe this later. The original thick plate. Oh, I need to put the cable in. Oops. Oops. Oh, 1060, it does the job. What resolution are you gaming at, Crippled? I mean, if you're just playing on 1080p, then yeah, you're completely fine. Red Hawk, how's it going? Just time for the Crippled. Hey, we're also talking about Borderlands 3. Okay, so after this, I'm gonna show the Cerakote on my TX75. And again, that is not Tyson's Cerakote shop. Not the guy he uses. His one is in San Antonio and mine's in Dallas. BL3, yeah. I'm really hoping that I don't think they'll allow more than 4-player co-op, but you know, it would be nice if they allow a few more than 4. But it's fine. I will say one of my least favorite things about Apex Legends is just the limit on 3. Only 3 people per squad. Eight-player co-op could be the fucking tits. Yeah, it'd be hectic as hell too. Visionary, are you gonna play Borderlands 3? It's basically Destiny, but better. And you can't argue against facts. It's just nice though. We've been inundated with shitty looter shooters. Anthem is the latest one, right? So it's nice to see Borderlands coming back. The beast has been awakened after 7 years. 7 years we've been left wandering in the wilderness. Understatement of the year. Man, I still hate that. NGB with 250 bits. Borderlands 3 blows like the shit sucks. I don't know, man. You're just jealous. Vision says Destiny is an incredible IP. Oh, I don't disagree with that. I agree with it completely. My two brothers were super hyped for Destiny because they're both hardcore Halo fans. And so I was also excited for Destiny because I really like the what's the word? Art style. With the, you know, armor with capes and shit. Oh, it looks so fucking badass. But yeah. And then I thought it was going to be like this FPS MMO. They hyped it up as an FPS MMO. And it turns out it was just a shitty Borderlands is what it was. So, it kind of sucks. You do your thing, man. I'll watch you stream. Sure, if you watch enough, I'll every stream, if you show up, I'll say that the shit sucks. Okay, so, let's put this aside and, you know, drag the switches too. Man, I can't believe I finally... Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. I didn't have a build to do today. Because I've put off desoldering that thing for a long time. So I'm glad I finally did it. Oh, the camera's kind of off. See, this is why I wish I had a plain white desk instead. Because of the fucking wood grain, it's really easy to tell when when the camera's not properly aligned. As you can see, the lines are not matching up on the borders. Okay, let's see. Bag these switches. Good balance for a dad. Man, see, that's the type of game I've been wanting to play. Something you don't have to keep up with consistently. Oh no, is this bag not big enough? No. No, come on, please. Yes! Yes! A tight fit. The best fit. I've not been playing Sekiro, but I know I have a friend who's been playing it a lot. He was like, "Dude, have you heard of Sekiro?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "What? You never heard of it?" No. All right. So we're gonna put these things. Okay. Wait, is this it? I think so. Hey, give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if. Man, I have no idea where my brass weight for the TX75 went. I'll have to look for it. It's somewhere. Somewhere. But I have an extra aluminum plate for it. Daredevil, are you here? Making sure. I know Visionary's here. I need to put rubber feet on this thing. I should do that right now. Alright. As long as we're all here. Okay, let me put rubber feet on this thing real quick. Jeff, I forgot where I put the weight. It's somewhere. Because I bagged it separately when I had it Cerakoted. And then I moved. So now I have no idea where the weight is. I'll have to look for it. I feel like that coating is scratch resistant. Obviously it's not completely scratch resistant, but it is one of the tougher coatings that you can get. Because, I mean, people use it for guns and stuff. So it's not bad. It's not something that you can use a fingernails to scratch off, though. It should be significantly harder than... is it called Mao? Yes. Micro arc oxidation? Something like that? Is it medium size? Yes. This is the one they use for, I believe TKLs use this size as well. Is it smooth? So smooth as in... compared to So you're talking as in, I would say, smoother than duck anodizing, for example. But when it's not done properly, it does feel rough on some parts. Like it has a grittier, sandy feeling when it's too light. Like for example, I believe over here, the coating is a bit too thin. But some of these other parts has a nicer, smoother texture to it. See, look at that, man. That color is, I like it. I like this color. Look at that. Last Cerakote picks, yes. So this is no different from that. And those bumps are usually from dust particles and stuff. Let me take... See, so this with the rose gold. Look at that, man. This is a proper steampunk style board. Look at that. This is beautiful. Check that out. No, it's not antique. This is a custom Cerakote. See, this is why I really want to keep it, but should I? Because, I mean, it's definitely unique. Look at that. Look at that rose gold with that bronze bottom. That's fucking sex right there. With the brass plate, I personally don't think I would stick with the brass plate. I think I would use something different. But maybe with box whites, I would use the brass plate. Oh man, this board with box whites, that would be hype. That would be hype. Spread truffle butter on it and call it custom. I should lube the stabs with truffle butter. Look at that. That is beautiful. But yeah, so texture. And then, okay, see, so I said there are imperfections on mine, right? And it's worse than the shop that Tyson uses, for sure. His stuff, from what I saw, was better. I should close this bag so if I accidentally drop it, or at least put it, okay. So, for example, you can see over here. Whoops. See this spot here? See, that's a dust particle underneath the coating. See that? You see something here too? And then, is it better over here? I think it's better on this side. Yeah, so this side, like I said, it's got that. And then, on the top as well, you can see, so it's like someone touched it or something during the Cerakoting. You can see this edge isn't sharp. The sides, yeah, it's like they accidentally touched it with something. See that? So the part here is flattened out, the Cerakoting. So that's a bummer. And that's what affected this part here as well. And of course the inside is not perfect. I didn't need it to be perfect. I didn't really care for the inside part almost at all. I just really hope they had done a better job on the outside. Especially on the visible parts. Like if they had fucked up the back or the bottom, I wouldn't really care that much, but this one bothers me a lot. I guess most people won't notice it, right? It's even, is it browner than the tofu? I think it is. Maybe. Popcorn Sid Kid will never make this style again. See, this is why I should think about either. Maybe I should really think about selling it for some good money. Maybe. Got one of those sitting in a box next to me, unbuilt. Been considering Cerakoting it as well. What do with fingerprints? It's really good with fingerprints. Look at that. See, it leaves. Again, this is... You need to remember that this is the most popular coating on hunting gear and guns and stuff. So it is a pretty hardy material. Hint of baby shit yellow. If my HB85 came in like that, I would have been pissed. HB85. Is that layers of material? Yes. So it's why the... It's why this isn't Cerakoted. It's why the top isn't Cerakoted. I did it more as an experiment. That's why I just used whatever color they had in stock. I would have picked another color. I think I wanted white originally. But I would have had to pay for the custom color. It's why I said Tyson's one is just way better. Because if for them, you don't have to pay to order an extra color. They will buy it and they will just keep it in stock. So, but this one, basically what they do is kind of shitty. So... The shop that I went to, they would have the first person to get the custom color pay for the color, but they keep it. And then so for future customers, if you use the leftover colors, then you don't have to pay for the extra color. So yeah, so it's kind of shitty. Whereas Tyson's one, you know, the cost of the color is already included in the price, and so if you just want something, they order it and then they just keep it in stock. Basically, they will front the cost of the color. Are you talking about fingerprints on the inside here? Like I said, the inside is very thinly coated. The inside is actually terrible compared to the outside. Yeah, so we will actually get a board from Tyson. It's just waiting to be shipped here, I think. So Devna sent a time TKL there. P for welcome to the stream. This is a TX75 that I sent to a Cerakoting shop. And then I'm just showing the Cerakote texture and how imperfect this thing is. Because yeah, I was disappointed when I got it back. I was quite disappointed. Wait, the time TKL is done? Because Devna's got, I think, 3 or 4 colors to go with it. But yeah, so Visionary, what I was saying was that the reason why this wasn't coated is because if this were coated, it probably wouldn't have fit in here. Because it adds about point something millimeter, about 0.03 or point... I can't remember the exact number. But apparently at Tyson's place... And then the thing is, this place also didn't sandblast it first. At Tyson's Cerakote shop, they will sandblast the item first so that the Cerakoting adheres better. And so I'm assuming if you sandblast it first, it'll also wear off the finishes enough, maybe. So yeah, so that's why I said the Tyson's one definitely worth a try. Definitely better than this one. And Fun Explorer, yeah, it's why I said I was disappointed in this one, and it's why I was pretty impressed with the boards that Tyson brought to the meetup. But yeah, maybe when we get the time TKO, we can show that off, and that'll be cool because yeah, it uses multiple colors. My God, this bug is so annoying. Is that considered a good Cerakote job? NGB, I just said it's pretty bad, and from in my opinion, it's not great. But hey, the thing is, as disappointed as I was in this Cerakoting, it's still better than most of the anodizing that I see on boards that come in. So, I can't complain too much. But again, I will never go back to that Cerakote place. I know, that's why I don't like the warm weather. Cool weather is so much better. No bugs, no mosquitoes. X60R, oh my god. TGR Jane V2. Nice gray Cerakote. I'm really glad that the LZ Ergo guy, when he came, he mentioned that he actually bought GMK Necro. He said because he just really likes the colors, the final product, and he told me, I actually saw your stream when you were unboxing it and reviewing it, and he said, so I knew exactly what I was buying into. He said, yeah, he said the colors were really accurate, on the stream. He said, yeah, he didn't have a problem with it, so he just bought it. He bought it after the stream. Great thing about Bill streams is that you can go have dinner, come back, and stream still going. Yes, that is the nice part. Let's see. I mean, it's why I just prefer streaming in general. I like the slow pace of it. So people are like, ooh, why is this 3 hours long? Nobody has time to watch this shit. I'm like, oh my god, go watch something else then. It's not like I have my stream title as 10 seconds of keyboard porn or something, and then you click on it and it's 3 hours, and then it's just clickbait. Then okay, you can't be disappointed with that. It's a fucking, the thumbnails will even have the time right on YouTube. You're like, oh, this thing's 3 hours long. If I'd had 3 hours, I just shouldn't click on it. It's that simple. But people still complain. Nobody has time to sit through this. Like, dude, go watch something else. These are the same people who only watch GIFs of porn. Because they can't have an attention span of more than just 5 seconds. So, put this away. And then I need to take apart the Mira and the UK Sun lift. You know what, before that, actually, what I do want to do is I want to swap my board back to the Enjoy Beauty 75. So, let me do that. It's a shame because I really like the way this looks a lot more than the Enjoy Beauty 75, but KBD fans Anno is better than that Sarah. I mean, you mean to say the feeling when KBD fans Anno is better than most expensive custom keyboards? Cause yeah, that Cerakoting, for example, better than TGR Jane V2 anodizing. I still like that one Instagram picture of the TGI Jane V2. It just shows you how bad the anodizing is. Okay, so what I need to do is actually... I'm going to put tape over the... Where's my tape? Should I just use black tape instead? Maybe I should. What don't you like about KD75 V2? Hand brother, I don't like it with box whites. Because with box whites, you... At least for me, I like to emphasize the sharp clicks. And so this has a thick... This has an acrylic piece directly under the PCB, so it gives it a more thocky, bassy, muddy sound. So that's nice for tactiles and linears, but I do not like it on clickies at all. So if you are gonna watch this later or something, you wanna compare it. Visioner says, I would buy GMK Solarized Dark after having seen it now. Would have been disappointed if I was in the original group buy. Yeah. Again, if you just don't call it Solarized Dark, it's actually a not bad keycap set. Still so mad I couldn't get Serica for recap. Site slow when it went live. Oh yeah. We got someone here who managed to grab one. Daredevil says, I like it. Come home, relax, read some internet stuff, ask some questions, chat with people, good times. Yeah, it's why I don't bother advertising the stream really, and the Discord server as well. I intentionally keep the Discord server population small or smaller. Because I don't want it to have too many people. Because then things just go by too quickly. Okay, so... So if you are using Silverflame, you really need to do this. Oh Lord. You need to either leave the clear film on or tape it. Because you don't want it sticking directly to your PCB. Yeah, well, I did this before I realized that. And I regret it so much that I didn't leave the film on. I knew there was something wrong with you. Man, I know, I hate it because I used to pronounce it as GIF and then I'm just trying, you respect the creator. No, I'm just kidding. I actually pronounce it. I try to alternate between the two. Gotta make everyone happy. Or make everyone upset. Actually, yeah, maybe I'm making everyone upset. Really want it. I really want a polycarbonate Singer, but the fact that it scratches so easily makes me hesitant on joining next round. Maybe I try going for number 2. Number 2 is going to be way more difficult though. If you're afraid of a scratch keyboard, are you going to be able to handle a broken heart? Or a ripped up wallet? You saw your Singer. Hold on, let's see. Live and streams are chill. NK streams are too chaotic for me, and they keep asking dumb questions. It's been answered. Yeah, it's why I'm glad to keep kind of this kind of status quo. Like I'm not trying to expand too much. I actually look forward to talking with friends on here. I want to be answering like, hey, what's the difference between chat profile and OEM profile? Like I don't want to be answering shit like that. I love you. And P for Pho with the gift sub from Talisman Solutions. Thank you so much. 44 gift subs now. So top cheer, top gift subber. Thank you so much. Round 3 will not have underglow. Round 3 for the Singer. Wilbur doesn't like underglow. Yeah, I know. Wilbur really doesn't like underglow. I've spoken to him. He despises it.
Oh, yeah.
And ADB7, 100 bits. Thank you so much. What's a good 60% keyboard for a beginner? Don't know how to solder, by the way. I mean, are you looking for like beginner as in, you're looking for something a bit cheaper as well? Then get the tofu, man. Get the goddamn tofu. That's it. Get the tofu. Get a PCB that works for your needs. If you're going with tactile switches, I would recommend plateless. I will always recommend plateless for tactiles. But if not, then you're gonna need a plate. I think for 60% keyboard, I honestly think the plate is the most difficult part of the build because it's actually really hard to find a nice plate because there's so many options that are absolutely terrible. Oh, that's what I was wondering. I was like, what the fuck? But hey, if you're watching the stream and you've been wondering that, that's what I would recommend. Using flux and soldering SMDs changed my life. I think it's funny that a lot of people don't know that you should just solder one pad first for the RGB. Have you guys seen solder porn? As in soldering techniques, not like people actually using whatever. But yeah, so I learned that from watching this YouTube video on, like, yeah, you can do some amazing things with flux. It's insane. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? Well, to be fair though, I'd never liked the... I pretty much never use the standoffs at the spacebar section. I hate them. See, I've thought about bringing the Android PD 75 to get Cerakoted, but the problem is that it has really, really narrow gaps between the walls of the case and your keycaps, so it might be a problem. Yeah, otherwise, this will be the first thing I'm gonna send her. And I hate that my chocolate tofu is so nice, cause it's like the perfect thing to go Cerakote, but it's so nice. So I can't get rid of it. I pay someone to star in solder porn. No fans of fume extractors either. I'd pay someone to be my fume extractor. If you get what I mean. Red Hawk, how much would you accept to be my solder sucker? My personal solder sucker. North Korea has a stream. I just find it ironic that that's what his initials are. Maybe it's why he tries to go with some other names. Visionaire, the Android PD 75, I bought it from Lunaris Dream, or Lunar is Dream. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was the group buy runner for I think the ZZ96. I don't remember now, but he was actually one of the biggest names in the hobby for a year or two, and he had a lot of cool stuff from China. And then I don't know if you guys remember. If you guys know him or remember him, you'll remember that he suddenly did not have any updates on his group buys. Everything got delayed. Nothing was happening, and then he came back and he made a post talking about how his parents had confiscated his laptop, his computer, and all that, and sent him to internet rehab or internet addiction rehab or something like that. Yeah, pretty fucking insane. And yeah, so he said, he apologized. It was really sad as well. You're watching, that obviously he didn't want any of that to happen, and yeah, so I bought this before all that happened, and I bought it pretty cheap too. I bought it for $250, I think, assembled and everything. But originally it was a group buy. It was on Taobao, I think. I can't remember now. Actually, maybe it wasn't on Taobao. Maybe it was on something else. But yeah, it's Enjoy PPT's only board ever. Hearthstones, how's it going? Red Hawk goes in untinned and no flux. Oh boy. I think for me, I would say the big thing that sets my streams apart is not so much that I'm more value oriented. I would say I'm just definitely practical. I'm more honest with some things. Like, there are just a lot of boards that really, for the price you pay, fucking garbage. Absolute trash quality control and all that. And I think, I wouldn't be okay with it. I think that people shouldn't be okay with it. And I think it's why I end up building a lot of cheaper stuff too, because a lot of the stuff is actually just ridiculously good for the money. And there are also some boards like the Matrix Able Plus where, again, it's not supposed to be like a value oriented thing, but it ends up being just so nice. Yeah, thanks so much, FIFA. It's cost me exclusive access on things. That's why I don't see vendor sponsored and stuff like that. I just really wish I could get a sponsor that's not keyboard related. You know, that would be nice. I think. Like, you know, if I could get sponsored by TurboTax or O'Reilly, that would be nice. Because then, you know, you don't have to worry about, oh, am I being a shill? Then, you know, I'll never have to review their stuff, so it doesn't matter. Imagine if we had a TurboTax stream. Unboxing the latest edition of TurboTax 2020. Almost there. This should help keep out the dust as well. Should I need to do my text? Dude, it's almost April. What the fuck? You're not done yet? Or did you even start? New wrist rest. If you want to set up for G Fuel, I can probably get you on G Fuel. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior G Fuel? It's my favorite energy drink of all time. You're probably wondering, Anthony, how do you stay up for all those 10-hour streams? G Fuel. Anthony, do you use olive oil when you cook? No. G Fuel. Let's see. Is this good? My closet is full of G Fuel stuff. They keep sending me new flavors and merch. Every time someone comes over, I just lay it. Hey, I never drink Red Bull on stream, so I'm ready. My body is ready. Do you guys see this bug? Hold on. Did you see that? That? It's on the edge of it. It's been bothering me all stream. Ever since I opened the door. TX bug. It's not a bug, it's a design feature. Those LED windows. Get with the times, man. Chicken soup flavored G Fuel. Oh lord. We got so much leftover tape. What the fuck? Okay, I think that's enough tape for now, but oh, I have to waste so much. Mr. Horologist with the host, thank you so much. Is he here yet? Is he here yet? What the parts of the CA66 do you recommend I put Sorbethane on? Isn't it just underneath it? There's a lot of space underneath it. I think that you should try it without filling up the space first. See how you like the sound, and then yeah, you just need if you want to fill it out completely, you need a lot of Sorbethane.
I love you.
7 months in a row, thank you so much. 007 007 James better streamer. I know. Don't remind me of my insecurities. But hey, those of you who don't know who Mr. Horologist is, I think if you're any regular on this stream, you would recognize this name because he is our most rated channel, basically. And for those of you who don't know what he does, or if you don't know what horology is, it is watchmaking, or watches and clocks. And so yes, so if you enjoy tinkering, you enjoy super laid back streams, you enjoy a nice, masculine, testosterone fueled bald, stable genius, tinkering with electronics, working with his manly fingers on anything from tiny white watches to big black clocks, then you should definitely check out Mr. Horologist with the link in chat. Yeah, one day, actually, Mr. Horologist, if you're interested, one day maybe we should have you on stream. Because recently we had Chokan on stream, so he's a YouTuber that does keyboard stuff. And hey, maybe one day we could have you on stream, talk a little bit. But you stream all the time though, so I don't know whether you ever want to do that. But yeah, maybe you can expand your reach. Thought of mosquitoes in my room. I was looking all over. Dude, I know, man. It's still flying around. I need to bring my bug zapper out. It blows my mind that most people have never seen this before. Oh, what is that? Do you like play racquetball with it? Yes, it's an electric racquetball bat. None of that acoustic racquetball shit. C667 empty forehead. It's actually empty all the way. Like everything under the PCB is blank. Hearthstone says I like to look here. Feels okay, man. See the that thing is Huge. It's not a mosquito. I can't remember the name for it. There's a name for it. Let me see if I can look it up. Big mosquito. Crane flies. There we go. Yes, crane flies. That's the name. It's funny. So if you okay, so if I Google this shit, okay, look at this. Oh no. God damn it. Okay. So if I Google it, see, big mosquito. Whoops, I can't spell. Big mosquito looking thing. Crane fly. There we go. Mr. Rawl just says, I'm setting my pop-ups to stream and we're going to collab with Rocket Stage and do one about diamonds. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be, you know, like tomorrow or something. But yes. That'll be cool though with Rocket Stage. Dude, let me know when that's going to happen because I want to tune in. Because I think... Oh wait, I don't need to take this apart, right? No, I don't. Because that's the beauty of this plate. It's not the standard KV75 plate, so I don't have to take the case apart. So I need to take out nope, not this key. I don't remember which keys did I take out. Okay, so that's one. Nope. Not these either. RIP GMK Honeywell with cracked stems. But yeah, I was saying, so Rocket Stage is like the 4th most watched stream for me outside of Dota. Because Miserologist is number 1, of course. And then I think Dr. WD-40. And then Shay Roz. And then Rocket Stage, I believe. I believe that's the order. Although maybe I watched Set to build a little more. Maybe. But it's like 4th or 5th. I would have screamed if I saw that. I don't have a fear of bugs almost at all. And I mean in general I'm not a jumpy person. In general. It's probably also why I don't really care too much for roller coasters. I'm indifferent towards it. I would do it if, you know, like my friend, you know, I'm at a theme park with my friends and they want to do it, then sure, yeah, I'll be like, okay. You know, because it's a social thing. You enjoy it. You obviously want the whole group to enjoy it. I'll do it. But, you know, if I don't ever go to a theme park going, oh man, I can't wait to ride that bitch. I'm like, oh, whatever. But yeah, so bugs, they're alright. I actually like bugs. As in, I like reading about them, studying them. I don't like them being in my fucking apartment though. But yeah, as a kid, I spent a lot of time reading about just bugs of all kinds. Bugs and aquatic wildlife, actually. Or aquatic life. Yeah, aquatic life. Aquatic wildlife. Makes it sound like there's underwater elephants. And gorillas. Man, so we have sea lions. We have sea elephants. It's a shame we don't have a sea bison or something. You know, and I guess we have seahorses. Dugongs or sea cows. You can't grow up in a tropical country and be afraid of bugs. Absolutely, yes, because they are everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. Oh man, and then it's especially worse during some seasons when it's during the change of seasons, and then it's a gonna rain. So I don't know what the actual name is, but back home we call them rain bugs or something like that. And holy fuck, it's like it's almost like locusts basically. And so if you just have your lights on and your window open, or just your door's not completely sealed shut, there's just tons and tons of. They're like tiny little ants almost with wings, and so just swarm at you. And so what you usually have to do is you have to turn your lights on. You have to turn a very bright light on outside. So like maybe on your porch or your front door or your backyard, and then turn off all your lights inside. That way they will all just swarm outside. Cause if you just forget about it, like, let's say you leave one light on in your house and then you leave, you go have dinner or something, you come back, there's just bugs everywhere. And the worst part is they shed their wings, so they have a lifespan of like 1 day basically. They die off that same day. I think it's probably like when they're mating or something. I don't know, but they literally die the same day, and then you're just gonna have a bunch of insect carcasses. And like I said, the worst part is they shed their wings, so there's just wings everywhere, just all over your floor. They just swarm the light and die. Yes, they are incredibly annoying. I have a makeshift hazmat suit ready at all times. Yeah, I don't really care that much. I know. So my roommate, you know how I talk about how my roommate is like this. He tries to be this badass guy, like I don't dream because like, I made up my mind to not dream after watching a horror film at age 10, so I don't dream anymore. I don't watch Pixar because it's gay. It's like this. He tries to be this fucking, he just kind of overcompensates. He tries so hard to be this manly man, but he is a bitch, a complete bitch when there's just a bug. But yeah, so like when there's a cockroach or a wasp, I have to be the one that kills it. Because he just starts freaking out. And time up the gift set from Tasman Solutions. Thank you so much. Time up, welcome to the stream. This isn't in science and tech, so I never came across this. I'll come frequently now. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the follow and the sub. Appreciate it. And again, thank you, Mr. Rologist, for bringing some friends over. I really appreciate it. What else was I saying? I like the name though. Is that the reason why you watch Mr. Rologist a lot? But yeah, so hey, for those of you who are watching, who came here from Mr. Rologist stream, oh my, lol, I have not. This is the problem with watch enthusiasts, right? Yes, when you have more than one watch, it's really often that your watches are never wound properly. But yes, so I have a Graf Zeppelin Flatline, I believe is a series, and then with a leather strap. It's pretty nice though. I like it. It's got a domed crystal with rose gold hands. It's just a shame that legibility is not great on it. Looks fancy. I like it. Bug scene from the King Kong created my fear for bugs. I watched a lot of scary ass bug films when I was growing up, but mostly out of enjoyment in the bugs. I'm like, oh my god, yes, a big ant or some shit. And Tally, thank you so much for the shout out for both for Mr. Rologist. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you just like tinkering and stuff like that, Mr. Rogers is the man to go to. I still, every time I go to a stream, I still am bewitched by his macro camera on the movements. So nice. But yeah, so for those of you who are new to the channel, we do custom keyboard stuff for the most part. And so Friday usually, this is kind of different from the usual Fridays though. Usual Fridays I do a full custom mechanical keyboard build. Today we just had the builds delayed, so I can't do that today. And then on Mondays it's usually unboxings or of some sort. And then on Sundays we do Lego builds or gaming. I haven't decided what to do this Sunday yet. Maybe I will do a Lego build. Maybe I will start on the... Okay, see, hear this. You hear that sound? See how kind of airy and talky that sounds? So you can imagine on a... If you want tactiles or linears, it could actually sound pretty nice. Because it gets rid of a lot of that... the grinding noises and stuff like that, because you just hear this stock. But yeah, but I don't like it with box whites. For box whites, I like a thick, stiff plate, and then a completely filled out case, so that it just brings out that annoying ass click. Okay, so now to put this back. Big boy Momo. Hey, welcome to the stream. It says, quick question: do ISO 10 keyless or full-size hot swap PCBs exist? Not that I know of. The thing about hot swap is that you're limited to one layout, and so I think the GMMK, TKL, and full-size have ISO versions, but again, it's not just a PCB; it's a full board, right? And Alex, hey, I like to tinker. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you here. Earlier as always. But yeah, it wouldn't be profitable to make one. Yes, absolutely not. Because glad to be awake. What happened? Or were you taking a nap? Or did you almost died it? Okay, so like I said, this thing is really close to the bezel, so I have to watch out. Past I've been sleeping at 9 when I get home and waking up at 4. Terrible pattern, but I have no idea. Into it. Oh man, I actually get really sleepy. Around the evening, and yeah, and then I'll just fall asleep, and then at least that was true, maybe a year ago. Yeah, it was really bad. So I would just take a nap and then wake up like 9 or 10 p.m. But hey, so for weird sleep patterns and things like that, if you've had a lifelong struggle with going to bed early or anything like that, have you heard of what's it called? DSPD? Yes, DSPD. So, this was the thing. I don't know. This was the thing. So when I found out about it, I was just mind blown. Because I realized like that's exactly what I've been struggling with. And I think the problem is that I realized I actually might have there's something more severe than that. It's called the non-24... let's see. Non-24 hour sleep-wake disorder. And so DSPD is a precursor to this, sort of. Like there's a a lot of people who have non-24, but non-24 is pretty fucking bad. Apparently, there's no real cure for it. And yeah, so I pretty much match all the symptoms for delayed sleep phase disorder, and I'm thinking I might have the non-24 because I've always complained. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me say it on stream, but I've always complained about, like my days are 26 hours long or something, right? Like my sleep gets delayed every day. And that even if I get really tired the day before, I'm thinking, oh, you know what? I'm going to sleep for 3 hours so that tomorrow I can go to bed earlier or something. And it never happens. So I end up still going to bed at around the same time, super late. Or I go to bed even later. So yeah, so if you have that problem, then yes, you should definitely read that. And it's hereditary, apparently. That's what the researchers are saying. And my whole family struggles with that. Because, growing up, I've always, I thought that was kind of normal. None of us would have a regular sleep schedule, and my parents are both, function on very little sleep. And, all my siblings have trouble with that too. Yeah, so I learned about it. Damn. Where's the last screw? I think I'm losing a screw. Okay, so you've heard the KB75 V2 with box whites. We're gonna check out the NJPD 75 with box whites and steel plate. Man, these keycaps are going in so easily. Wow. You know why? Because the stems are cracked. Amazing feature. Okay, so listen to this. So yeah, so this setup just works better for the box whites. It brings out the harsher. This board reminds me of GMK Necro. Color could be good if it has a greenish hue to the anodizing. Still afraid to use boxplex? Yeah, you should be afraid. What about switch the mods to keycaps? Systematically common IT people, including myself. Yeah. When I found that out, I'm like, oh man. It makes me feel a little better because I'm like, okay, so at least now I know what's wrong with me. But then it's like, shit, something's wrong with me. Jason, thank you for the follow. Been thinking about Jinkin Necro. Next great flip side. Hey. There we go. Anyone going on Kuroshiro? Oh man. Dude, it's actually insane that Kuroshiro, the Mag Market post, had over 100 upvotes. That's ridiculous. So I was just talking to Gawk about it. Yeah. It's cool though. It's cool to see, Gawk's work getting so much appreciation. It's cheating though, right? If you just make anything weeb related, the weebs are gonna just they're like zombies waking up from hibernation. Just, must upvote, must buy. Back on the desk this goes. Maybe eventually I'll just swap back because, you know, whatever. Alright, and then I have to work on the UK78. Blame Chokan? Wait, for, oh, the weeb stuff, yes. He knows Japanese, I'm sure it's somehow his fault, yes. He's the OG weeb. Let me take this thing apart. God damn it, I just took this thing apart last stream, right? I think you put Necro on it in the unboxing. I don't think so. I did put Necro on something. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, I think it was the KV8X, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I am thinking about Kuroshiro. But I already have black on white and JPBT, so I don't know. And my god, that brass keycap looks good, but it's goddamn what, $65 or something like that? $58? It ends up being so expensive, man. Yeah, maybe it was the silver KV75. But yeah, that brass cap looks so nice. So nice! What I need to do is I need to get someone here in Dallas to buy Kuroshiro so that I can unbox it on stream and then decide if I want to get it. How can they live with themselves charging that much? I know, man. They don't even have a Slack group for it. Vice Knights and Miami Knights. If it's Miami Knights, it's not going to be too nice though. Like I said, the teal is not going to be nice. It's not going to be as nice as... Because if you've seen GMK Cyan and you've seen Hyperfuse Cyan, there's no way you're going to pick GMK Cyan over it. That reminds me, I really need to talk to Originative to remind them again about the gold mine they're sitting on. Like I said, just if you have a lot of, you know, Tokyo Knight stock left over, make a mod kit for this teal on black and then sell both. Make some fat cash. I mean, I hope they would just make a full set that's teal on black because I don't want to buy both. I'd rather just buy a full set, you know. They should just make it, man. So much money to be made. GMK Vaporwave, oh man. This month, fuck. GMK Metropolis. Enjoy PBT Kuroshiro. What else is happening? Oh, waves. I don't really care for waves. That one's kind of whatever to me. I'm glad GMK Striker isn't happening yet. Oh, my first resin artisan ETF Blitmore. Well, congratulations. That's pretty nice. Man, I still get worried about this board because the screws are so tiny. And it only has 4 screws in the corners. I should get my GMK Phantom at consider expense. How much, if you don't mind me asking, how much did you get it for? Because when my friend sold his, it was only at 180, I think. Basically group buy price. Something like that. He just sold it off for whatever he paid. Just get Kuroshiro, man, and just mix and match it with something else. GMK Oasis didn't happen, unfortunately. I believe it got cancelled, something like that. Just kind of dumb though. They should have gone with coffee to begin with, and then Oasis as the mod kit or whatever, separate kit. 240, damn. I had no idea GMK Phantom was going for that much. Oh my god, the solder job on this thing. I guess it's not absolutely terrible, but a lot of cold joints. So if you're new to soldering, don't do this. See how this is so dull and bulbous? So yeah, so the solder was too cold. See how this has a cone shape and this one has a dome shape? So this is, so yeah, see, this is not bad, this is bad. Oh yeah, the cone joint is not great, that's why I said it's not too bad, but compared to the other. I think cold joints are not too difficult to accidentally do. I think it's quite easy. If you just don't have good contact when you're soldering, it happens pretty easy. Happens a lot if you're not patient. And why am I so hungry? Oh, that's right. I had dinner at 6:30, so it's 3.5 hours ago? No. What am I saying? 5.5 hours ago. Oh man. Oh man, speaking of, okay, dinner. So, absolutely amazing. I went to the grocery store on. When did I go? Monday. No. Monday or Tuesday. I went and I was just buying some stuff for the week. And I bought this chicken pot pie. I never bought it before. It's one of those where you had to heat it up yourself. It's pre-made. You just have to stick it in the oven. And so the MSRP was $8.99. It was going for $3.99. It was on rollback, so $4 off. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Oh no, it was $5 off. Hold on. Yes. So okay, and so I bought one, and then at checkout, it came up to be 99 cents, $8 off. I'm like, what the fuck? So I checked again. Yep, 99 cents. So I bagged up all my stuff, paid. I went back to that aisle, and I just took the rest. So there were like 4 left. So I bought 5 chicken pot pies. So I took another 4, and then checked out again. And yep, so I paid $5 for 5 chicken pot pies. Amazing. That was the second best part of the week. The best one was that classmate thing. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me desolder this part or something, and then we'll start on that. Because this is pretty loud. Almost there. Okay, so for the presentation, what we had to do was, this was a political science class. And, oh, who's going? Alex is already going? Alright. See ya, thanks for being here. Had a chicken pee myself. Oh, yes. Any vegetarians in here? I'm not, but I mentioned before that I wouldn't, if I had to, if I were more morally consistent, I honestly wouldn't mind going vegetarian. So anyway, so political science class, and the presentation was supposed to be, you had to present, you had to talk about your utopia or American dream, kind of, like the dream society or whatever. Although it's based mostly on American ideals and things like that. And so you had to talk about that. You had to pick a piece of literature that you think is, representative of it. You had to pick an image that you think does a good job of describing utopia or whatever to you, and then you have to pick a quote from famous person, and then you have to pick a song, things like that. So anyway, so you had your usual bullshit. One girl was and she had to pick her song. One of her songs was like, I can't remember, but so she described the song as, it's about this this girl who broke up with her boyfriend, and she's trying to get over it, and blah. I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? What the fuck? And anyway, but that wasn't the kicker. So they already had about 15 students do the presentation, and then okay, so you need to get like context for this girl. So my class, pretty diverse class, honestly, and so there's this one black guy that's super smart, very eloquent. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's trying to go into law, but super try hard, very serious, very studious, definite academic. And so they were talking about something, and then he talks about the Khashoggi murder, and so most people just wasn't aware of it. So the professor told him to describe it, and so he described, like, he gave like the details about it, the context, like what it meant internationally, all that stuff, and he's just being super serious, and you could tell, like, he's just well read, and he's like the scholar, right? And then he's describing all this, and then right as he finishes describing it, this black girl goes, "Or just watch Scandal," and it just basically described, like, the opposite spectrums of students, right? You've got one guy who is defying all stereotypes and working his ass off and super serious, and then you have another one that's just like, "Or just watch a TV show," and anyway, and so it's the same girl who was giving the presentation, and so she waited to the very end to give a presentation, and at the start of her presentation, she make that will go great again. Anyway, so at the start of her presentation, she goes, "All right, everybody, I want you guys to get ready, because I want to bring this to a deeper level of thinking. Like, it's not going to be like, like all the other presentations, I want us to go deeper, blah, blah." And as a non-retarded person, I know that whenever someone says, "Get ready for deeper level thinking," or, I really like whatever, I know that this is going to be absolutely retarded, right? No one who's seriously smart will tell you that it's going to be super deep or whatever. They're not gonna prep you like that. Like, they don't have to do that. But anyway, so she goes like, "Yeah, I want you guys to get ready, deeper level thinking." And, she looks like she's like 18 or 19. Anyway, and then so she starts the presentation with that, and she goes, "So the picture I chose, and you guys have to stick with me, like, I know this might be confusing to some, but you gotta hear me out, you gotta hear my explanation. For me, my utopia is," and then she clicks the next slide, right, and there's a picture of a baby, and she goes, "My idea of utopia is a baby," and we're just like, "What?" And yeah, it's a baby, my baby. It was like, and then they're like, "Oh, this is her kid. What the fuck?" And then And then she starts going about, yeah, you know, I love my baby, and like whenever I see a baby, I think like they're so innocent, and they to them they're just they're not cynical at all, they see the good in everyone, blah blah, like they just don't think of any evil, like, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you smoking, man? Probably some mean dick, but that didn't pull out, but holy shit, I don't want any of it. Next thing you know is about anti-vaxxing? Probably. But yeah, I'm born with vaccines. Yeah, here's another thing too, because she said like, babies are just perfect, and they're born, they're so nice, like they just don't do no evil, they don't think any evil, they're just so kind. And I'm like, wait, are you still describing a baby? A baby as kind and understanding? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I can see some infants and toddlers being actually angelic and kind. Babies? No. They're all fucking evil cunts. Right? Always bitching and whining and crying. Like, I want some titty. I want some titty. Can I please have some titty? Yeah. Like when they're 3 or 4, I can see how they could either become devils or they could just be angels, right? They could be nice kids. But when they're babies, they're just all just assholes. And I don't know about them being cute. Like again, once they start, actually developing into looking like a human being, then you can describe them as cute. Most babies just look fucked up, man. Like, yeah, when she put a picture up of her baby, I'm just like, I don't know about that being cute, and and yeah, I saw her name. The girl's name is Levelin or something like that, and it's spelled Lavelin. And I remember the professor had to ask, like, okay, how do you pronounce this name, blah blah, and she says, yeah, it's supposed to be like Love Lane. I'm just going, Love Lane. Because back home, we have a Love Lane in Penang, and that's like the red light district. That's why it's called Love Lane. And so you would think if someone was named that, when they have a kid, maybe they would try to give him a more normal name. And so, the professor asked her, okay, so what's the baby's name? It's like, Anaya, or something like that. Like, Ania. I'm just like, well, what the fuck are you doing? Oh man, and then the professor's obviously very nice, and so after the presentation, she's like, see, this is why, I want all you to make presentations, and why I don't try to give you too many guidelines. Because, only you can make a presentation like that. Like, it's unique to you. Only you can do it. I'm just like, well, yeah, because not everyone wants to have a kid at, like, 18. Why are you encouraging her? Man, I feel like an asshole talking about it, but oh man, that shit just, I was so confused. My utopia is a baby. My baby. Alright, bitch. Whatever you say. Yeah, I know, right? I don't get it either. I don't, that's why I said I don't get it. Like, what are you even talking about, right? Like, damn. Like, this is also the same person that didn't use a condom, right? So, So what is dystopia? So I want you to get ready, prepare ourselves. This is a deeper. Want you all to be ready for a deeper level thinking. I want to bring you to the next level. All right. So this can sound crazy, but you're gonna have to hear me out. My idea of dystopia, click, is a condom. Not just any condom. The condom I didn't use. Man, fucking wild as shit in that class. No, the thing is, that's still not utopia though, right? Like, you missed the... Like, this is the type of people you don't want in your psych class, You're like, alright, Freud talked about, my baby's not like that. It's like, alright. This is just what Freud said. So, kids begin at my kid doesn't like anal. It's like, what are you talking about? Like... Yes, it's just why? Why? Maybe. And she's like, when I think utopia, I think of my baby. I'm like, alright. You can love your kid, but just please, this isn't Facebook. Adorable centipede. Hey, how's it going? Or people that think centipedes are cute, right? I don't understand the purpose of the assignment. Oh, I don't either. It's this professor that's, like the super too positive and too cheery and like, yeah, everything works. Yes, I just want you all to think. Like, any form of thinking is great. As long as you think. So yeah, not my type of class at all. Did you ask her out? I want whatever she's having. A baby is pure input. They are literally called a sponge. They are cum that turns into a sponge. That's one way of describing it. But see, that's the thing though. That's why I'm saying that, like, yeah, like, you could talk about that, but not when the assignment clearly says this, and you're just like, oh, hey, let's not talk about governments and shit. Talk about my kid and me. Me. My kid. Me. My kid is perfection. Fuck all your culture and civilization and all that shit. I'm gonna talk about me. My kid. Again, it's a political science class. Why are you... You know, if you had spun it this way, if you had said, you know, you want to talk about your kid, which I get that. It's going to be important to you, right? To any parent. It's going to be like, it should be like your top 5, you know, priorities. It should be. Maybe it's not, but it should be. And I get that if you say, okay, so I have a kid, and as you know, as a parent, here's what I want, you know, a country or state or authority or government to be. Here's what I want the world to be in the future. Here's, you know, what I would like utopia to be for my kid. You know, what I want for my future, for my offspring. You know, if you spin it that way, great. You know, we get your concerns. We get, you know, what your priorities are. We get your situation. We understand the connection to the assignment, to the class, to all that. It's relevant. Great. You know, you can talk about that. And, you know, that is absolutely a question, right? Like, what world do you want to leave your kids? You know, absolutely. You know, you should be voting not just for yourself, but also, you know, like, hey, what about your own kids and stuff like that? Why do you want to screw the world up? Like, anyone who votes against any kind of environmental protection, what are you doing? You're just fucking up the world for the future generation. Why? Why does it have to be, you know, their problem to fix or my problem to fix? You know, when, you know. See, that one I understand. I get that. But when you say, my kid is my idea of the perfect world, I'm like, okay, now you're stretching it like the dad stretched it. But anyway. You ever see a velvet worm? They're like the angel counterparts of centipedes. No, I've not. Oh, hold on. Maybe I have. This is too great. Okay, so add adorable centipede suggestion. Check out the velvet worm. Dude, that thing just looks like a fucking Pokemon. Look at that. I mean, it looks kind of nasty otherwise. Actually, it's kind of cool, right? But just look at that. Named after Studio Ghibli's Totoro. Dude, just look at that thing. It looks like it just needs a hug. A hug of death, but... And flames. And bug repellent. Oh, here comes the sigh. Here comes the sigh. Cutest bug I've seen in a while. See? I told you. I think maybe she misunderstood. I think instead of utopian society, she thought fallopian society. Maybe? I don't know. Kind of down Twitch doesn't allow you to line break. I agree. I mean, it's why there's a lot of... I mean, I don't mind the line break though, right? Like the multiple messages. It has a nice rhythm to it when the bot starts spamming it out. Really emphasizes that poetic touch. Boycott Twitch. Yes. Check me out on OnlyFans. Dude, I should make an OnlyFans account and literally just stream fans and shit. Right? Like this fan over here. Right? Or computer fans. Look at those chubby legs. Since that professor was lazy, just wanted to fill class time without having to prepare anything. Probably. Seems to be. I mean, it was 2 classes that was just gone. My wife had a class question asked what her plan is if her house catches fire. First she mentioned saving our cat. Then everyone was like, what about your husband? And she was like, oh, fuck yeah. Man, I've been thinking about that. It's like, man, if a fire happens, what am I going to save? And like, what do I bring out first? Do I bring out like the most expensive customer board I have right now? Or do I bring my computer? I think my computer would be difficult, right? There's so many cables attached to it. What do I even bring out with me? I don't even know. Gonna be funny when Anthony and the tattoo girl have their own little special little lizard child. Ooh. Oh, yes. I mean, I like reptiles. So I'm not a furry. I'm more of a scaly. Asian hunk swallows big sausage. Devour hot oven pizza. Dude, maybe I will have a pizza after the stream. Now that you mention it, maybe I should. I am getting pretty hungry. Really hungry, actually. almost done, guys. I swear. I don't think I'll desolder the mirror tonight. 'Cause I need to get food after this. Check PMs for laughs. Oh. Oh. I want some titty. I want some. Oh God. Oh Lord. This. I'm not gonna export this VOD. I don't think so. Fallopian tube. Have you guys heard about the? Have you guys been reading about the male birth control pill? Hey, that could be cool, right? Mukbang stream when? Oh yes. Need to have one. Did you see that the so with the new squad stream thing, they're gonna have a cooking squad stream, I think. That could be cool. Soldering pumps for desoldering. I never had to desolder a keyboard PCB before. They're alright. It needs practice. It definitely needs practice. Like I said, the desoldering gun is the easiest and fastest out of the 3 main methods. But you definitely need practice. Once you get the rhythm down, though, I think that it's pretty good. The solder wick is the most versatile, but it's also the easiest to fuck up. Cause yeah, a lot of people when they lift pads on their or traces on their PCBs is because they're desoldering with a wick. So the wick is like one of those in like high skill, high reward kind of thing. Hey, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, Chewy. It's a huge beater in my room. Hey, I'll deal with it. Pay me money and I'll go there to deal with it. Should get some spare silicone tubes. There's kind of one spare tube. Yeah, you definitely need that. That's why the desoldering gun is not as cheap as people think it is, because you also have to buy a drill bit and you need to have a drill for sure. My God, desoldering PC mount switches. What a pain. Beetle is the only thing I've seen that kills a centipede. Man, I still have never seen a Goliath beetle. I've seen rhinoceros beetles. Those things are beautiful. Just magnificent. Yeah, I think that everyone should at least have either a solder socket or a solder wick though, because if you're just soldering, some people don't have any desoldering stuff, and it's like, no, dude, you have to have some way to desolder in case you fuck anything up when you're soldering. Right? Don't start soldering and then you put one switch in and then you realize that one of the pins was bent when you put the switch in, and so now you have to desolder the pin that you already soldered, and he's like, well, shit, I have nothing to fix that, so guess I'll have to order one now and wait. Yeah, so definitely be prepared. But for sure practice though, that's always important. The tip would always tear on me. Alright, alright. Once it completely fell off. Yeah, so just like Red Hawk says, you want to cut the tip to the exact length. That's just what his people do. I believe the Jews like it as well. Actually, just most of America likes it, right? Was your tip too long? Yes. Too much excess on the tip. Heading to bed, but in 2 weekends I'll be free the whole weekend. Hey, for sure. Noodles, let's do it. Chewy, did you ever go to Bull Daddy? Yes, Chewy's my Bull Daddy. No, Bull Daddy Noodle Bistro. Did you ever go there? Or we could go to you did not? Okay, either we do that, which is it's the best. It's my favorite noodle place for sure. But it's not ramen though. It's Chinese noodles. But ramen, I haven't been to Hanabi Ramen in a while. So if you want ramen, have you been to Hanabi Ramen? The one in Carrollton. Was the one I wanted to try. Okay, well, yeah, let's get Hanabi Ramen then. It's Carrollton too, so we could make a whole trip out of it. 2 dates in one stream, yes. This is why I wish more people In the street in Twitch chat lived in around this Dallas area, you know? Can we find, or if I moved to California or something. That'd be great. How's Detroit so far, by the way? BC Low Letter. Have you been there before? Never been here. Well, I guess that's a blessing. I know when I used to be super into cars, Detroit was one of my dream vacation spots, and now I'm just like, oh wow, I was an idiot. But that was 10 years ago though. It wasn't so bad yet, I guess. But yeah, see you, Chewy. Thanks so much for being here. Should I try an Alps build? I think you shouldn't. Honestly, as a friend, I'm telling you not to pursue it. But, you know, if you want to do it, do it. And people wanted Amazon here. Dude, I know, man. I'm glad that didn't happen. It's just funny that they wanted New York, and then now that New York's like, sorry. Been a tiny partition of a table and 3 chairs for 12 hours a day for the last couple of days. Do you at least get sunlight or no? No windows. Like that's my greatest fear, when you're just gonna be stuck somewhere without just any kind of windows. Ooh. Why the parts are easy to source? Oh, then yeah, then sure. Like if it's easy and you don't mind not having a lot of options for keycaps and stuff, then go for it. Like if you're just sick of, you know, the same old shit, do it. But if you're, you know, going to full like, okay, Nexus sliders and SKCM Brown Alps or some weird ass expensive switch, and you want these specific keycaps, then it's gonna get expensive. But if you have a way to make it cheap and, you know, easy on yourself, then sure, why not? For science, right? But I personally wouldn't do it. I don't care enough for them. They're alright. The thing for me is that I don't want to collect things just for collection's sake, so that's why it doesn't appeal to me. I know I would never use it. Oh yeah, and you're gonna be limited on layouts too, and their stabilizers suck. I don't think it's as bad as Topra stabilizers. I believe it's a little better. I can't remember though. Convention Center Hall. Didn't get to see the city at all. Heading home in the morning. Well, at least the shitty trip is over, so that's good. And hey, you get the whole weekend to yourself, right? I hope so. Because at least that's nice, right? You get home on Saturday, you get the whole weekend. Maybe. I hope you don't have to go back to work on Saturday. White Alps group buy this week on Desoldering. Heine's doing a PCB run. Hey, then maybe do it. But yeah, see, that's my thinking. Like, if you'd rather buy other things, buy the other things. But if you are a collector, you want just something different, then do it. Alright, 14/71, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good night and a good weekend too. See, because for me, yeah, I used to think I want to just collect to have different things, and now I'm just like, you know what? I don't really care for that. Like, I want things that I will actually use. ADB7, hey. You have defeated the beetle? Oh, and PC Love Letter, how did the photo shoot go, by the way? That happened 2 Sundays ago, right? I think so. Maybe. Or was that last weekend? I don't remember. $2 p.m. here in Bali. Oh, very nice. Well, have a good day then. Asphyxiated it at first inside a trash bag and then annihilated it. Man, why don't you just fucking just slam that shit? Just smack it. That's how I do it. Man, I miss using those bug sprays though. That was easy mode. But over here you can't do that because you've got carpeted shit everywhere. So it's just really hard to clean up if you just spray a bunch of that. Not bad. Been too lazy to edit photos. Man, I hate editing photos. I don't know how some people like enjoy doing it. Oh, I hate it. Hate it with a passion. It's basically, and then it's basically like spot the difference, but hardcore mode. Oh man, look, a clean desolder and everything. Very nice. Man, if only Haku would sponsor me, right? That's a sponsorship I would want. I'm already fully kitted out. All this Haku shit everywhere. Haku, if you're out there, please. Oh my lord, look at these stabilizers. Oh my lord. Look at how wet they are. See if I just pull one up. Oh. Oh, why? Look at that. Oh Lord. Oh, what have you done? Look at that. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Oh. Oh God. Bug Assault website. Bug Assault? I've never heard of it. So is it... There's a 3.0. The original salt gun. That is awesome. There's a laser adapter kit. Holy shit, this is hardcore. Man, you know, if they just had Maliwan mods or something, Borderlands 2 style mods for it, I would fucking buy that shit. I would leave my window open for a few minutes, you know, every night, just so I could have an excuse to use the Bug Assault. Is it weird if this makes my pee hard? Pot pie? Kuroshiro, we were just talking about that earlier. I mentioned it to Gawk too, right before the stream started. Man, what has this guy done to the stabilizers? Really wish I didn't have a phobia of insects. Okay, see. I have the... Is it really a phobia though? If you can kill it, is it really a phobia? You overpowered it. You showed them who's the alpha. So, is it really a phobia? I think my personal, my greatest fear, I think, is large bodies of water. Wait, why did... Oh, okay. He's got some spacers. Which is ironic, right? For someone who loves aquatic life. You know, my bucket list is basically just visit every large aquarium in the world, or at least in the US. I've heard the Atlanta one is really nice, I think. PZ Letter says, I drowned and almost died at the beach when I was a kid. Can't go in the ocean anymore. Holy shit, that is insane. How old were you when that happened? I had something similar, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say I almost died. I don't think I would have, maybe. But, yeah, I don't think I was close. But I did have an almost, sort of kind of incident. Sort of, but not really. I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as you. Or your incident. But for me, it was, we went on, this was like the only vacation we went on as a family. Like literally the only one. All throughout my childhood, it was the only one. So we went to Langkawi, which is these bunch of islands north of Penang. It used to be the most popular spot for tourism, but I think because of how popular it was, it kind of ruined a lot of the beaches, right? You know, tourists just ruin things. So we went island hopping. And so, we went on a boat ride, shitty little boat. And it's shitty when the captain or whatever of the boat doesn't have a life vest on, and it's kind of optional if you want to use a life vest. But anyway, so we went around, pretty cool. We fed some eagles. He just had these fried chicken skin, and he would just throw it on the ocean, on the sea, and then the eagles would swoop in. And it's pretty cool. Got to see some nice islands. Got to see an island that had a lot of monkeys as well. And then Bacon Flower, thank you so much for the follow. And then when we reached back to the main island, my older brother was on the front of the boat, and I was all the way at the back. But anyway, well, actually no, yeah, he went to the front and then he jumped off the side of the boat instead of climbing off. He just jumped right off and then ran off. And then I thought, hey, that's cool. I'm gonna do that too. But instead of following him all the way to the front of the boat to jump off, I just thought, hey, it shouldn't be, too different to jump off the side, right? So I was 9 years old or something like that. 8 or 9 years old. And so I jumped from the back of the boat, but I didn't know that the shore was such a steep slope. So I jumped off the side, so it just fell just straight down because it's just insane. But thankfully they heard the loud plop, and they came to get me. And then I remember just being embarrassed the whole way. My mom was pissed off, obviously. Asian parents, it's not like, oh son, you could have died us, why are you so retarded, don't do that ever again. Yeah, I was just drenched. So we go back to the hotel, and I was just drenched. Around 7 or 8, I was in the water, and someone on the boogie board hit me and knocked me under. Holy shit, dude, that is scary. Yeah, see, you have a legitimate fear. For me, it was mostly because of stupid TV shows and stuff that made it even worse. That, from that one experience, it just made that even worse. You hear about, people stranded and just going insane. I'm just like, yeah, that's not for me. That's not for me. But I want to go on a cruise. I'm like, no, no. No, thank you. Red Hawk says, I didn't almost die, but my dad attempted to teach me how to swim by throwing me, allowing me to drown, and then getting me when I was actually drowning. That's how everyone learns in Bangladesh and how he himself learned. See, that's an example of why the old logic that it turned out fine for me should, work just for everyone else. Nope. Gideon says, might have been on the same ferry. It wasn't a ferry though. It was a little boat ride. So, the little boat that fit maybe 15 people. We didn't go to Langkawi by ferry, actually. We went by plane. Because my dad found a sick deal or something like that. But yeah, it was a tiny little boat. Sampan. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, probably the same one. Yes, so something similar, yes. Do people even go to Langkawi anymore? I think so, right? 4 out of 5 children in Bangladesh learn how to swim. The rest are dead. Oh, no. From dysentery? Is that what it's called? Am I missing a syllable somewhere? Boat almost capsized? Holy shit, that is scary. At least captain had to everyone lean to the right, then to the left. Wait, so as in, did he have people do that after, when it was about to capsize, or it almost capsized because he had people do that? Oh yes, I've seen a picture of the underwater waterfall. That is some majestic but scary shit. Oh man, Gideon, that is insane. So did everyone at least have a life vest on? That's too scary though. Did you think to yourself, wow, this is fun? Or were you like, you know what, I'm never doing this shit again? I don't know, I just don't have that. I know some people talk about, thrill seeking and shit like that. Where they like taking pictures of them hanging off of buildings or some shit. Off of cliffs. They're like, oh, look at me, I'm standing at this cliff. I'm so awesome because I almost died but didn't. Look at me. I'm just like, yeah, no thanks. I'm just like, you know what? I'm good. Alright? I don't, that's not something that I derive pride from or I get a hard on from. I'm just like, you know what? People take pictures like that and they're like, look at me. Be impressed. And I'm just like, no, you're retarded. Bye. I know I was vomiting everything out. Oh. Norwegian cruise. No, I did not. What happened? And Red Hawk, no, you won't fall into the underwater waterfall. The top is completely just water. It's just that there's a big cliff underneath or some shit. So maybe there might be some weird currents, but yeah, the top is just... Dude, look at how much lube this guy used. You can see the lube on the plate too. That is nasty. Time to get the oven running. Alright, so this board... Oops. Not sure when we're going to build it. Especially because those switches are probably going to be nasty from those old boards. Oh Lord. I'm gonna have to see this.
Get that on video.
Officially over.
Alright, it's time to abdicate the area.
Dude, look at that fucking piano, man. God damn. God damn. See? I'm not taking no fucking cruise. Norwegian public broadcaster NRK said the Viking Sky's evacuation was a slow and dangerous process, as passengers needed to be hoisted one by one from the cruise ship to the 5 available helicopters. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, no. No. See, this is why people are like, oh man, I just wanna sail the seas and go on an adventure. I'm like, ah, fuck that shit. Yeah, that is crazy, dude. Anyone here actually like sailing? Or being out at sea? Anybody here? I do like seeing the sea. I have, multiple times, I will think about Penang and how nice it was to be able to see the sea. To know that there is a world out there. As opposed to being in Texas where you're just like, when does this hell end? Yeah. A lot of ways to go. To die. Being on a cruise ship is not one of them. I'm okay with it as long as I don't have to go into water. See, that's the thing though. A lot of these activities are great until you are forced to go in the water. Because of circumstances. But hey, if you just stay on land, or if you fly, you probably don't ever have to go in the water. Studying in the States, staying there for good. I don't know about staying here for good, but I don't see myself moving back to live in Malaysia anytime soon. Hopefully not. I really don't think some of the culture there is for me, it's like I miss the food and I miss a lot, a lot about home, but the weather is one thing that I do not miss, that's for sure. I think Penang at least is not bad, but yeah, the rest, I don't know about the rest though. Singapore, maybe. Singapore's like a maybe, right? Like I don't mind going back there just because there are other things that are nice about Singapore. Rashed Machiavelli? Was it Rashid Machiavelli? Well, welcome to the stream. How's it going? But yeah, Malaysia's not too great about freedom of speech and other things like that, so Not sure about that. Not sure about that at all. Okay, but unfortunately we are ending the stream soon. I'm sorry for those of you who just tuned in. We're gonna look for someone to raid. I have a pizza to heat up. So let's look for someone to raid. Thank you so much everybody for being here. Let me see. Oh, there's not a lot of people live right now, huh? Makers and crafting. Got Gunpla. Cross-stitching Totoros? Dude, that is awesome. Okay, you know what I like? Terrain work? Dude, this is the shit that I like. Hold on. Is this for real? Is this still happening? No. What? Offline already? Why? Yep. Damn it, the list didn't update. Why does it still say live though? That's so weird. Let's see. Check out this gunplow. More gunplow. Oh, hey, we've got some Lego here. You know what? Maybe I will. Okay, so this guy's making a Lego treehouse. That seems cool. Only 2 viewers. I think more people need to check this out. Okay, hold on. Oh, but this is also really cool though. Okay, well you guys. Okay, see, what do you want to look at? This guy is making rings. That's pretty cool. That is super cool. Look at that shit. It's either that or, hold on, Gunpla. Man, that is nice. It's either that or this guy's making his, it's a treehouse, Lego treehouse. This is really cool though. You know what? We're gonna go there. Okay, so raid. Oh, I need to run the credits, right? Okay. Then let's do the raid. Wow, that name is. Okay, but yeah, so thank you so much everybody. New follows: Bacon Flour, Jason 92 10 32, Time Up, Com Data 55. Thank you for the gift subs and the cheers from Talisman Solutions. Thank you very much. Oh no, my oven's going off. Resubs, Visionaire 87, P for Fur, Mr. Rogers, Time Up, Alex. Thank you, Mr. Rogers, for the host. How do you feel about gamer keyboards? I don't think they're worth the money. That's my thing. But maybe there's a feature set that you're looking for, though. That's always the thing. But yes, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Peace a little later. Thank you so much. I hope you have a safe trip tomorrow morning. Have a good night's rest. Hope you actually get to sleep. Daredevil, Gideon, Beep, Boop, Beep, Bep. My God, that oven is so annoying. Rash, Machiavelli, Red Hawk, ADB7, P for Fur. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope you have a good week, good weekend. I will see you all on the next stream. Oops. Raid.